Please support CSPP.
Hi, this is Richard Lynch. You're watching ilovelimerick.com, and today I'm at the potato market to meet Corbett Suicide Prevention Patrol. Louraine, can you tell me what Corbett Suicide Prevention Patrol is?
Corbett Suicide Prevention Patrol is a suicide prevention group. We patrol Limerick City at night, looking out for people who may have signs and look in distress of suicide or ending their life.
And how did it all begin? How did you start it?
We started it in November 2012. It was reformed. The original group was CERT. That was set up by my brother Trevor Corbett. Trevor sadly took his life on the 24th of May 2 years ago. From there then, we got together with a few of his friends and a few of his family who wanted to keep his legacy going and keep his group going. There is such a need for a suicide prevention group in the city. So we got together, a few of the lads went out that weekend with high-vis vests, no equipment, no safety gear, and from there it just grew, and this is where we are now.
And the group that Trevor worked for previously before he passed, was that also a volunteer organisation and the first of its kind in Ireland?
It was the first of its kind in Ireland. Trevor was the first person to set up a suicide prevention group. He started up like that with a few friends, just patrolling the rivers at night. And he was the founder member, and he was just very adamant. He just wanted to save people from committing suicide.
And why would you think that Trevor ended up taking his own life after working so much with people that had committed suicide?
Oh, that's $1 million question now, Richard. We don't know. We know Trevor did suffer a little bit with depression and mental health issues. And unfortunately, you know, it's one of those things where he didn't look for help. There's plenty of help out there if you look for it. And unfortunately, you know, Trevor just really felt the need to save other people, but he just didn't have the skills to go and save himself, really.
Joe, can you tell me why a service like this is so vitally important to Limerick?
Well, I think, Richard, if you look at suicide over the last number of years, it's risen dramatically. Counselling and all those ancillary services that go on for victims of suicide is obviously crucial. But here you have something like the Corbett Prevention Squad patrolling the bridges each night. What better thing can you have that would prevent someone from losing their life by having these patrols that obviously can alert the rescue squads, or that could even stop someone from actually jumping into the river itself. And that's what we're talking about here. So it's crucial for us. I think it's fantastic.
David, can you tell me what exactly do you do when you go out and patrol and try to prevent people from committing suicide?
Right, well what we do is we'll meet up at the base half an hour before the patrol starts, and we'll get kitted out in our gear, our life jackets, our patrol bags. And what we do is we set out teams of 3, and then we set out the 2 bikes as well. And what happens is we leave here and we're usually on Sarsfield Bridge for 12 o'clock. And what we do is the 2 teams will split up. One team will go Peter Claus's direction, and the other team will go across Sarsfield Bridge. And what we do is we literally patrol, we do the figure of 8 and just patrol the bridges up and down O'Callaghan Strand, just keeping an eye out for people. We're all assist trained, so we know the signs, we can read the signs, if they're upset or if they're down, if they're sitting down with their hands on their knees, and we're not afraid to kind of go in and talk to them and ask them the questions and see if they're feeling all right.
How many nights do you patrol the bridges, and how long are you out for?
What we do is we do between 2 and 3 patrols per week. We will go out nights that are deemed high risk, as in New Year's night. During the Christmas period, we're out for 10 nights. We're out Valentine's night. We're also out the Junior Cert results nights and Leaving Cert result nights. We're out that deemed high risk, and also when the students come back in September, we'll be out Tuesday night and a Thursday night as well. So we're kept going.
Now, are you constantly looking for new volunteers to assist you in what you're doing?
Yeah, we're looking for volunteers constantly. Volunteers themselves will have to be over the 25-year mark because of the HSC reasons. It's expensive to kit out someone, like with the full gear and stuff like that. It costs between 450 to 500 euros per person. So we're on the lookout.
And how many lives do you think you've saved since the course of when you begun 2 years ago?
I've done a couple of interventions, so I'd like to think I've saved a couple of lives. Well, we've all had the opportunity of doing an intervention and speaking to someone and getting the help they needed.
And tell me, how do you fund this? How do you get your fundraising? Where'd you raise the money for this?
Basically, when we started off 18 months ago, we were going around to shops, we were doing raffles, we were doing quiz nights. But thankfully, we've grown since then, and people have become aware of what we're doing, because it means that we we don't have to go out looking for money, that we get big funds in rather than going out for the little nights that we were doing.
Tell me, where can you see CSPP going as it moves into the future?
Well, what we're doing at the moment, Richard, we're building on the team. We're trying to get up to the figure of 40 and then in 6 months up to 45. Now, at the moment we patrol between 2 and 3 nights, and we're trying to get up to 5 nights a week. Because being whatever occasion is out there, whether it's darkness into light, whether it's whatever is going on in the river, we get the first call from Limerick Operation, or else if Limerick Marine need us, we're out. We're needed out there. And where I can see us going in the future is that growing as a group and being a main focus for what we do in Limerick.
We're about to launch a new space with Earls tonight, which is so exciting for you. What will this new space mean to you?
About 8 months ago, we were in a small hut a few yards up, which we found that it wasn't good for us because all our equipment was getting damp. We'd nowhere to store the bikes, and it was a bit of a rush when we were trying to get out on patrol. Whereas now, as you can see, the base is well equipped, our equipment is well stored, and we've a place to debrief after patrol or pre-patrol.
It's an absolute honour and a privilege to be part of, which I think I can call a family now for what you go through together. And I know Limerick is extremely proud of you, and hopefully keep working and keep going to where you're going, and hopefully we can do our best to stop what's happening with mental health in the country at the moment. So best of luck in the future. And I'd like to officially open the new spot.
Hi, this is Richard Lynch. You've been watching ilovelimerick.com, and this has been Corbett Suicide Prevention Patrol. We'll see you soon.